Hey folks, this is video number 6 in a series of God knows how many bass reviews. My intent is to get my hands on any bass I can and every bass I can and see what they sound like, see how they feel, and put a record out there for what these things are like. So when other people are looking for a bass, trying to understand what they may like, they've got a frame of reference out there on YouTube that lasts forever. So today I got a really nice one here. This is a 1984 Ibanez Roadstar 2. It's a RB760. This thing is just a sweet PJ bass. This may from this distance look like a humbucker, but it's a gigantic P-bass pickup. There is also a rather large looking jazz bass pickup as well. It's got a high mass bridge. The controls are volume in the center, which is kind of weird. Pickup pan with a center detent, and then a tone control. This is a passive bass. There are no batteries in this bass. So we have a blue, which you probably can't see. It's a blue see-through body. There's not a whole lot going on from a wood grain perspective. This is basswood, so anybody knows anything about basswood, right? It's terrible. It's lightweight, not a tone wood. It's cheap. You're going to see how cheap it is here in a bit. It's got red binding, which is really interesting for this blue body. I wish they had done white. They do have some black models of the same that have the red binding on them. It looks black pretty much, so it kind of looks cool, from any distance. This has got a kind of a P-bass style profile neck. It's a standard 20 frets. It's kind of chunky. It's not gigantic. There are P-bass necks that are a lot thicker than this, but I think there's some that are pretty close. One of the nice things with this bass is that the truss rod adjustment is easily accessible down here at the heel. They do the same thing that Yamaha does. Make the truss rod accessible with this little plastic cover under here, and you just get right on it. Tuners are tuners. They're Ibanez branded. They work. That's all I care about. Another good feature, there is no barrel jack. We have an external jack here, so you've seen some of my other videos. I hate the damn barrel jacks because you can't fix them yourself. You got to take them out. A lot of times they're a pain in the butt to take out and put back. So there is the beastie. Like I said, it's a PJ. Oh, one other oddity. I'll see if this shows up. But these have the strangest little, they're not strap locks, but strap buttons, I guess we'd call them. Almost always these are gone. In this case, that weird triangular one is there, but someone has replaced the one on the rear because, I don't know if it dug in their hand once. You can probably cut yourself on these things. It's an interesting thought, but I don't think they thought it through all that well. So again, we're looking at a 37-year-old bass, and just because I happen to have it, and a lot of people may buy a bass, not have the case for it, just to show you, this is the factory case from Ibanez. It is really extremely lightweight. It weighs nothing, but over the years it's protected the bass well. Inside, kind of no frills. This is actually styrofoam. I don't know if here we go. This piece and all of this is actually, well, that's regular foam. This is actually styrofoam here, but it's held up really well. So you got a little compartment in there. So that is a factory bass for an RB760. It fits perfectly. All right, so now the good stuff. I'm sure you were interested in hearing the bass instead of watching it. So I will say this, I've changed my demo rig up a little bit for this. Normally I go into a Boss GT-10 guitar processor, just run that straight into a USB interface. If you've seen any of my other videos, I do play guitar too, and this time I'm using a guitar processor. So I have a Zoom G1XOn, which is a $70 modeling processor, but it is built specific for guitar. They do offer a B1X and a B1XOn. I just don't have one of those. The tone that I like out of a P-bass is right at the ragged edge of distortion, of maybe even just a little overdriven that you can hear. In a bass, it takes a little more overdrive or distortion before it becomes obvious and evident. But when you combine that with compression, you get some really cool tones. So this G1XOn, I am actually running inside of that. Again, it's a guitar processor. The amp model is a Mesa Boogie Rectifier, but the gain is on very little. So you'll hear the tone here when I fire it up in a second. If anybody likes the tone of that, I may just create another video and show you guys that patch and what it sounds like, maybe what it sounds like on a couple different basses too. Alright, so let's kind of get into it. Crank up the volume here. I'm going in midway for both pickups, and we'll just demo some sounds. So we're going to start with both pickups. Tone's going to be on full. We're panned right dead center, and we'll go from there. So that was both the front pickup and the rear pickup at the same time. Oh, excuse me. Someone's going to look at one of my videos. I've had these comments. Front and rear pickup, what the hell is that? That would be the bridge pickup and the neck pickup, or both pickups on at once. I don't want someone screaming about that again. Both pickups on full, tone all the way up. As you can see, it's really aggressive. So, you know, real beefy sound, and thanks to gigantic P pickup. So speaking of, let's go to that P bass pickup. I'm going to do some things with the tone rolled down a little bit, some things with it turned all the way up, just so you can get an idea of the tones. The P bass pickup is the selling point on this bass. There is no question. It's a great sounding P bass pickup. So let's see, we will go all the way to the P bass pickup, and we'll play a little bit of this. In case you missed it, that was 2 songs with money in the title. So, you know, this front pickup just sounds great. There's some really good tones, like there are on most good P basses, kind of around 7th to 9th fret on the higher strings. Really throaty sound on most good precision style basses right there. So that pickup sounds amazing. Now we're going to go to, actually we'll do one more. Gotta throw some Hendrix in there, right? All right, so let's go to the bridge pickup. Dare I say rear pickup? And I'll turn the tone. Let's see. So we're on the bridge. I'll turn the tone down. Got the volume all the way up. It's it's really there to complement the other pickup as a solo pickup. It's not that great, but man, when you combine both of them, the things sound amazing. This thing nails the GNR tone. The G1XOn is doing a pretty good impression of that GK growl, right? At least when it's turned up, right? So there you have it. Hopefully I haven't bored you to tears. But again, these are really nice basses. You're going to find these 84, 85. I don't know if they quite went to 86 or not. As you well may know, Ibanez made just a ton of different models, different shapes, sizes of basses over the years. And the Roadstars are becoming collectible, which sucks because it's harder to get one of these. Some people paid $500 for one of these. Honestly, it's probably worth it if you actually want to play the bass. I would buy one of these over a Fender Precision in a heartbeat. Actually, I had one of those road warrants, which is a $1,000 bass, and that thing would not touch this for anything. So again, there you have it. These are great basses. This one is set up. It plays really well. It's just, I call it like just a great pick bass. You know, it's still got some string tension on it. I usually play with some tiny little strings, and I have the action slam to the floor. This one is not quite like that. You can tap on this. You wouldn't want to. But again, I think these are awesome basses. Great deal for the money when you can find one, and again, I think you can really nail a lot of good precision bass and P+J tones with this. Again, this was bass demo review number 6. I will be posting more and more and more and more. I probably have 10 or 15 around. I know that's crazy. So until next time, hope you enjoyed it.